What is going on, everybody? It's Overcast. We are back. Look, I've got somebody else with me. We're back. It's episode 23 of Overcast. Your home for Overwatch news. What is going on? I'm Frostee, joined by Chris, Matrix, Overwatch. What is going on, my friend?
Hello, I'm back. I'm alive, kind of.
Rumors of your death have been greatly exaggerated.
Rumors of my death have been, oh, maybe not quite so much exaggerated. I've been kind of dead the last couple of weeks, not gonna lie. Yeah, what was it? 2 weeks ago, I had a bunch of family coming in, and then this last week, I've been pent up in bed because of a hip injury. So,
He's getting all messed up.
I've been dead to the world, I guess you could say.
All of our fans, they have been wondering, when is he going to make his triumphant return?
All two of you can shut up now. Good to go.
It's all good. We got you in for episode 23. This is the last episode of the year. We're going to go out with a bang. I don't have any bells to jingle or party favors or whatever. But remember, you can follow us on Twitter. This is where you can interact with us. There you go. Let's get the MLG horn in there. You can follow us on Twitter at Overcast Show, our blog page, which is theovercastshow.blogspot.com. You can also listen to the audio version on iTunes and Podbean currently. Visit our Facebook page, please, and that will become important, especially with episode 25 coming up. So I'm just going to drop that. And this is all under frozenfoxradio.com. Go to that website. You can learn about this and all the other shows that the Frozen Fox Radio Network has to offer.
Yes, so, all that fun stuff.
All that stuff is out of the way now. We can get to the meat of, well, what have we been up to, really? Like, that's first of all, like, you've been dead. We found out.
Yes.
Your hip got kind of
completely dead to the world.
Dead to the world.
Yes.
And except for the Black Ops 3 world, I've heard.
Well, I've been pent up in bed most of the time, so I really haven't had anything to do. So, been in bed playing Black Ops. I mean, I'm almost prestige on PlayStation now.
Boom. And how you liking that PlayStation?
Yeah. It's way too much fun.
We were talking about themes right before the show.
Yeah, I know. There's no Call of Duty theme that's free.
What's up with that?
I know, right? I mean, I can go get a Destiny theme for free. Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
What up?
Come on. Why don't you market your game with a free theme?
I know, right? Give me free stuff. I don't get free stuff. I'm mad. I'm angry. Not really. I just want free stuff. But anyways, that is what it is. But we're not here to talk about Call of Duty.
No. We're here to talk about my backlog of games that I've been getting through, right?
Yes, exactly.
Freedom from school. This little gap between the end of school and me going on my trip tomorrow for the next week means that I've been trying to get through a full completion of The Witcher, and that's not going to happen. I've had Shadowfall since launch, and I've been trying to complete that this week. I know I'm bad. It's been years now, but I'm trying to get through it, and that didn't happen. So
I was about to say, that's been out for a while.
That was a launch title. It looks beautiful. Yeah. I liked playing it, but then right after other games came out, and I just dropped it. Which, even though I was a Killzone fan, but it was like it's not the same story, and so I wasn't as invested, I guess. I don't know. That's probably what it was, to me at least. But that's all I've been up to. I think does that cover both of us then?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm dead. You're catching up on games. Let's get into it.
All right. Well, let's get on to what we have seen in the world of Overwatch. And one of the things, if you went to see Star Wars this week, you might have seen it in the theaters, is the theatrical trailer for Overwatch, which just kind of came out of nowhere.
I know, right? That was, like, the theatrical trailer was so cool. I mean, I've watched it probably a good 70, 80 times.
It is
just so awesome.
It is so sweet, and this is all tantalizing because this is like that. We know we're gonna get those animated shorts and everything, and this is like our little taste of what they're gonna look like.
Yeah, right. And then I'm really looking forward to the comics when they come out.
Oh yes.
Yes. I can't wait to see what the art team at Blizzard decides to do with that. And just all the story arcs and everything that they're gonna do. I'm just like, I'm a nerd. I need it now.
It's so fantastic that a studio like Blizzard can go forward, and because they basically now have their own animation studio that they've created.
Yeah, pretty
and
much.
and that's why we get these cool things that we get. That's why we get these fun little tidbits and a huge animated series that's going to be coming. Like, that's crazy. They could basically make a TV show if they wanted to at this point.
And they could.
They could. I don't know.
Make an Overwatch news network.
That would be awesome. I mean, honestly. And
kind of help perpetuate the storyline.
You got two characters you could pull from right here on the screen, right? Right, Blizz?
Hey.
We don't need Olympia Washington anymore. We got us. Olympia Washington's a hack. She's gonna turn out to be somebody bad. Maybe she's a hero, right? Maybe she's like a villain.
Why do you gotta be so mean?
Microphone, gun, something. I don't know.
Oh, dear Lord, you've gone over the deep end.
You're like, just stop, just stop.
You've gone over the deep end, Frostee. No, come back to us.
No, there's no getting me back at this point. So there you go. We've got that cinematic trailer, and we'll wait for more. We'll wait for more. Now, something I've been talking about the last week or so, especially on last week's episode, is the beta. You know, we lost the beta now.
Our watch has ended.
Our watch has ended. It's on to Blizzard to do it themselves now. But I discussed last week what did Blizzard get right? What did they maybe get wrong with the beta? What do we want to see change? So I'm going to throw the question to you this week now. I want to see. Let's start with. Do you want to start with good or bad? How about that?
Well, we'll always start with the good because we're good people in heart, kind of, sort of, maybe not really.
Until we switch to a villain.
Yes, but they did a lot. They got the gameplay down pat. Of course, we all know that. The graphical fidelity, the optimization, working on the server load, netcode behind everything went basically flawless during this phase of beta. I know I've got a pretty high-end system, but even like the friends that I had in the game that even had lower-end systems, they were able to play the game perfectly fine. 70 frames, no frame lagging, no netcode lag. And like the servers were nice and stable. Everything was like, for what they had in the game at that moment, was basically flawless.
Yeah.
Maps felt good. I know like Anubis and Volskaya probably need to be tweaked quite a bit.
Yep. That's probably something.
Yeah, a couple of the heroes need to be tweaked a little bit. Of course, they're already looking at Torbjorn and Bastion. They even said, when the beta opens up next year, they may not even be anywhere near what they used to be. So, we'll see what happens when the beta comes out, or comes back, I should say, in early 2016. And they're looking at adding a lot of new stuff that I would have liked to see in this iteration, which will kind of bring me to my bad part. The things I didn't like about the beta was the lack of any kind of progression system. I would have liked to seen that tested a lot sooner.
Mm-hmm.
They've already addressed that. They said that they're going to be bringing that back, and they're going to they're not going to bring that back. They're going to bring it in.
Bring it to us
next
finally.
Phase, in this next phase of beta, come early 2016, and like the cosmetic upgrades, stuff like that. I eat that crap up. I want it. I need it in my life, and I need it now.
You want those skins? You want the sprays? Whatever.
Dude, I can't tell you how much money I have spent on freaking League of Legends, Heroes of the Storm, for cosmetic crap. Just
we all have. We all have. We all do it.
I mean, I'm probably nearing 5 digits at this point. It's
oh
bad.
Wow.
Like, I spend a lot of money on cosmetic stuff because I love it. It is absolutely amazing stuff. So the fact that they're going to add a lot of that in there for free? Question mark?
Yeah. we shall see, right? It seems like it's what it's going to be. I mean, maybe, I don't know, maybe some skins. I speculated that maybe some skins will cost money. Maybe. Yeah,
like maybe there'll be some premium skins and stuff like that. But like things like sprays and all that, I don't see them charging for. I think that's more like hero progression type stuff. Maybe like master weapon skins, stuff like that. But
yeah, I'm with you on that. One of the things I said was that progression system being teased in the pre-beta streams, and then not being in the beta was what I thought was one of the things that I was like, oh, I wish they would have done that a little bit better.
Yeah, I was like, well, why isn't this in here?
Yeah, you get your first game in, and you're like, where's my progression? And as the beta went on so far, I saw my friends list of people that played Overwatch start to dwindle towards the end.
And that's simply because, well, it's hard to keep people's attention if they don't feel like they're making some sort of progression. I mean, when you're playing a beta test like this, it's like you're just playing a game, then you're done.
Yep.
You go play another game, then you're done. I mean, there's no progression. There's no static, hard, like, ground in, sense of, I'm moving forward.
Exactly.
Which I know the team. I spoke with a lot of the team while we were there about it, and they realized that that's one of the big things that they need. So, thankfully,
it's gonna arrive. Yay! Yeah.
At some point.
And that's the thing, like you said. At the end of the beta, you're still excited to play beta, but at the same time, it's like you're just playing and playing. And after you've played for days and days and days, and you're just playing a game, and you're playing a game, and there's no reason anymore, you start to kind of like, yeah, I'll play it tomorrow. I'll play it next weekend or something.
Yeah, and that's a lot of the problem that I saw with this beta was, you couldn't keep people's attention long enough, and that's because of the lack of progression. At least that's what I feel.
I totally agree. And I think the thing that really kept people playing was playing with friends. Honestly, like most of the people I saw playing online were playing with their friends, and that was about it. So. And
that's what kept me going. I mean, I played with a lot of my friends like all the time. That's basically the only reason I kept playing.
Exactly.
I mean, and not only that, but of course to bring the news every week, all that fun stuff. But, there's only so much you can do before you're just dead bored of a game because there's no, progression. You have no objective. You have no goal. You just have this thing. And I mean, it sounds bad, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. Well, you really can't do anything about it unless there's some sort of progression system, which thankfully Blizzard is already working on.
Yeah, well, let's talk a little about the progression system because Jeff Kaplan gave us a little insight into the progression systems that we could have had.
That we could have.
Yeah. So there was two that were scrapped already. And the first one, this one sounded kind of interesting, but I'm glad they didn't go with it. It was like the WoW talent system. So leveling up would give you different abilities, and it would change how your hero played. Okay, interesting idea, but
no.
Yeah. Like for example, they said Reaper had a talent that would fully heal him to full when he entered Wraith form. Wow, yeah, that would be.
Oh, screw that.
Yeah, I know, right? Can you imagine playing against that?
Hell no.
And it said there was another one that Reaper had that would let his shotgun shoot twice the distance. Yeah, do you want that? I'm so glad that didn't end up. Blizzard, you made the right decision.
Thank you for not doing that, Blizzard. I would. Oh my God, no.
Yep.
No.
And they said that due to the fast-paced nature of the game, and they need to know where each hero having a couple of different builds for each hero felt like overwhelming. It was too much to understand what was going on, where everybody was at, so they scrapped it. Player power from a progression system was not good in the competitive nature of the game they want to build. So I would maybe I don't mind if people could augment their character, but at the same time like that I'm glad that especially talents like that did not make it into the game because.
I mean, keeping things on an even playing field, of course, in any competitive title is paramount, and you've got to keep it that way. So I know Blizzard's thought about that, and they're going to keep it that way, thank God. But like cosmetic changes.
Yeah. Never going to affect anything. Why not? So the second system they put in, it was not player power based. It was all cosmetic. So they're going the right way, right? Going where we think. Every hero had a level associated with them, so it's starting to sound like heroes, right?
Yeah.
Every hero has a level, and the hero cap was 20, and as you leveled up, of course, you unlocked more accessories or cosmetics, I guess you could say it. They said that this one was a, quote, minor disaster.
Well, yeah, because that would focus on people staying on one hero for X amount of games to get all their cosmetic unlocks.
Yep.
So it's like, I mean, it's kind of, I guess you could say, a pick six, or kind of like a, damned if you do, damned if you don't scenario.
That's exactly right. And that
So
you got it exactly right. I mean, that's the problem, and they found out that people just wanted to stick with their character, even if it meant like losing the game. If you could switch and win the game, they would stick with their character and lose the game, just so they could get that experience.
Just so they get that extra, 200 XP maybe.
Yes, but something good did come out of it, and this is the good thing, that they came up with lots of cosmetic rewards because of them developing this system in the game. So
yeah, so now they just got to figure out how to put it in.
Yep. So going forward, we don't really know what the system is going to be yet. We know we're going to get something, I guess, and I guess we're going to be the guinea pigs of whatever we're going to see. But
right.
I guess what they said is they said Tom Chilton and Jeff talked about it first, and Tom Chilton said, if your game isn't about progression, then don't overly focus on it, and that's what the Overwatch team agreed with. So light, cosmetic, thanking you for your time playing the game, that's what they said they want to go for. And that sounds great to me. If I feel like you're thanking me for playing your game, I'm going to play your game because I'm going to feel like you want me playing it. You're going to give me a little, the carrot's fine. You can dangle it in front of me. I'll keep playing then for it.
Oh, as long as I get the carrot eventually.
That's true.
I mean, don't dangle a carrot in front of me and then, just yank it away every time I get remotely close. I'm going to friggin' drive down to Irvine and say very unpleasant things to Jeff Kaplan if that happens. But
yes. And this is the interesting thing, too, about it. They said that once the new system is done, the beta shall return. So this sounds like this is the pin.
Ooh, so this is what's keeping the beta from coming out. Or they're working on it so they can release the next phase of beta.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I'm okay with this. I'm not entire, like, they could take all the time they want, to be completely honest. I got plenty of games to keep me busy until Overwatch comes out.
Exactly. This is the holiday season. People are going to play other games anyway. People are going to be getting other games. The Blizzard family needs a break. I mean, right after, not only did they do all the lead up to BlizzCon, but the week after BlizzCon, they launched all the stuff into the Overwatch beta, which had just barely started right before. They launched Legacy of the Void. The Legion Alpha is out. PTRs for the next Diablo patch. I mean, it's blowing up. These guys have been working their fingers off, so they deserve a break too. I know on the back end, I know a lot of those guys have been on call, and especially the IT guys for Overwatch.
Oh dear, yeah. They definitely deserve a break. They put in a lot of long, hard hours into this last technical test, so you know what? They can take the time they want.
Exactly.
They deserve it. They definitely do.
And it turns into like when are we going to get beta before we got the first beta wave, I guess you could say.
And now we're just like, take your time, dude.
Take your time. We know it's going to be good. Give us something that we can test, and it's going to be worth your while for us to test. Really, that's the big thing. And like we talked about, we saw the drop off of people playing the game. They saw it obviously inside. They knew what was going to happen. So it's a great time to pause, hit the pause button.
Yeah, just kind of go back, see what you can improve on everything, and come back bigger, better than ever. And keep people like the biggest focus in a persistent online environment is player retention.
Yep.
They had it for about 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And then
it was sporadic after that, yeah.
Yeah, so and I know they're aware of that, so they're going to be. That's the next big thing they're going to focus on before this next phase of beta comes out, and I can't wait.
All right.
I want to see what they could do.
So the last thing I want to ask you,
mm-hmm.
We're getting ready to go to Christmas. We're going to have our break till the end of the year for the show.
Mm-hmm.
Other than the progression system, what do you want in your stocking from Overwatch when the beta comes back?
What do I want in my stocking? It's a good question. I'm gonna have to think about that one. The progression system, cosmetics, all that dandy. I'd like to see a hardline release date. Ooh, probably not gonna happen.
Probably not gonna happen.
Yeah, likely. Yeah, gonna happen? No, not gonna happen. But I'd like to see it.
Okay.
That's just me. What about you?
I would like to see them. I don't have any particulars that I want to like throw out there, but I want to see them make some changes to some of the maps. There's lots of places in different maps where there could be some tweaks, and they've kind of hinted at that that's one of the things they want to work on and look at. And so I'd like to see them go back and do it, and I want to see it. Especially on Temple of Anubis. Like, that's the map I want to see the change on, I guess, if I had to pick one. So,
who doesn't?
Yeah. Who doesn't want to be the defending team on Temple of Anubis, right?
I hated being the defending team. It was too easy.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, that's why, like, yeah. I meant for, if it's easy out there, it's easy win. But if you're attacking, man, sometimes that can be a pain until you get your team to come around.
I don't like easy wins. I like a challenge. So, at the end of the day, you're just kind of like, eh.
There you go. All right, and I checked social media. I don't see anything under hashtag AskOvercast. So remember, you can use the Twitter hashtag AskOvercast. You can also send us an email at askovercast@gmail.com. @gmail.com. Wow. .gmail.com. You'll get an error if you try that.
.gmail.com.
Yeah. You'll get an error if you try that one. It ain't gonna work out. And you can also ask on our Facebook page if you want to ask us there. So if you have any questions, if you want to know what my favorite color is, if you don't already know, it's blue. Dear. I'll just tell you right now, so that nobody asks.
Guys, don't ask Frosty that question. He will go on a tangent about the shade of blue he likes for the next hour and a half.
Yes, if you want an hour-long special episode of Overcast about that, that's what you'll get. I don't see anything in chat, so I'd like to thank everybody that did come out to watch the show live, for showing up live. If you're listening on the audio version, thank you very much. If you're watching us on YouTube, thank you very much. Just thank you for the support throughout the year. This has been our first year, really, of Overcast. We've had some super exciting moments. I can't wait to go into the next year. We'll have some New Year's resolutions, I think, maybe on the next episode. But going forward, it promises to be an even more exciting year for Overcast. So thank you, everybody, for your support and for making the show really what it is, because without you guys, we wouldn't be here.
Pretty much.
That's how we roll. So remember to follow us in the meantime, since we're going to be off the air for a little while, at Overcast Show on Twitter. TheOvercastShow.blogspot.com is where you can find our blog page. Make sure you give us a good review on iTunes and Podbean, please. Follow our Facebook, which is just Overcast on Facebook. And go to FrozenFoxRadio.com, where you can find info about this and all of our other shows in the meantime. All the Frozen Fox Radio shows are going to be taking the break over the Christmas break, so enjoy the holiday. To quote a line from my favorite movie, enjoy yourselves, it's an order.
Oh, dear God.
Can you pick the movie out?
I'm not even going to go there.
Oh, it's Minority Report.
I know. I'm not going to go there.
Not going to go there. So that's the end of the show. Thank you for joining us for the 23rd episode of Overcast. It's fantastic to have you. We will see you in a few weeks, so take care until then. This is Frosty.
And I am Chris Matrix.
And we will see you later on the flip side.
Stay awesome, Gotham.